were kind of talking about the the hardware side of things. So I'm kind of very curious.
Okay. We're live, by the way, so. Uh,
Okay.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me okay? Oh.
Oh.
Welcome to the stream. Say hi to Redactyl, everyone.
Hey guys. I'm in an ad.
Saint might also be joining us later. Welcome to the Nintendo Switch 2 reaction. Apologies, I thought it was at 10. I really did until I happened to glance about half an hour ago and see 9 a.m. and I was like, oh crap. So that's why this stream is starting a little bit at the 11th hour. I was going to make a bingo sheet for today, but
Ah,
I ran out of time, so.
let me see. Input volume. Okay. Ooh, this will be. I've been so kind of interested to see what they're gonna show off.
I am very interested too. My
I.
expectations aren't too high right now, or at least I'm not trying to let them get high. Just because that usually sets you up for disappointment going into these directs.
Oh yeah, no. I. It's like I said. I mostly know a lot of it from the leaks, but I mean the leaks only go so far.
Yeah. I very much try to avoid leaks as I normally do, just because I want it to be surprise, but I don't know. I'm trying to think. The entire time I've been trying to think of games they have that's been a couple years since they last made a new one, because I doubt they're going to come out the gate with a big new 3D Zelda, just because
Yeah,
Tears of the Kingdom is less than 2 years old.
they usually wait a while for that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. F-Zero, I guess maybe, but that's a. I mean, they
Yeah.
haven't made a really good like.
I
They really
doubt they
haven't made
release
one.
F-Zero now, just because that's probably a niche franchise at this point. If anything, that's something we would get towards the end of the first Switch's lifespan. I don't think it's something they start
Yeah,
with. Especially
I
since
think
Mario Kart 9 is basically announced, so.
I think someone had on YouTube had kind of said it right when they already made a really good F-Zero game that was for the GameCube, and that's why they probably haven't made another one because it's really hard to
That
get
still
on
doesn't explain why they
platform.
haven't done like an HD remaster or something. They've done
Oh
remasters for
yeah,
far
no.
less.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah. I'm
If
sure they
anything,
thought
just
it
to
was.
test the waters of a new F-Zero
Oh, that'd
game,
be
but
great. I would love to see an F-Zero game. I feel like they haven't though because I don't like it is a good game, but how many people would buy the remasters? I
something
don't
I
know.
feel like would not be surprising to see at this juncture, um, a new Animal Crossing.
Mm.
Because it has been a couple years since the last one. I think the last one came out in 2020, yeah, because it was during the big pandemic. And it's been a couple years, and the same group that works on Splatoon works on Animal Crossing, and Splatoon support ended in late 2023. So they've in theory had a year and a half to dedicate to just Animal
Oh yeah,
Crossing.
no. And I feel like maybe that won't happen necessarily because I mean, would they really put Animal Crossing right next to Tamagotchi Life? I mean, at the same time, I don't know
It's
if that would.
Nintendo. Yes, but at the same time, it's Nintendo. When have they ever made
Yeah.
sense? Oh,
Oh, there it is.
yep. Real quick, can you hear the audio? Okay, chat.
Let me check your stream. Hello.
Alright, they can hear it. Okay, so. Hello, AJM Mac. Hello, Psycrafter. Welcome to stream. Again, sorry for the late start. I thought it started at 10, and I would have had a little bit longer to discuss, but. Alright. Any last thoughts, Redactyl, before we get going?
Um, I'm really wanting to know what that laser does.
Yes.
That in the
I'm
text it
interested
said.
to see the mouse. The only rumor I've heard is that they might do a new Mario Paint as a launch title. Which feels like a
Yeah,
weird
from
series to make a
Pokemon.
sequel to, but I mean, they made a sequel to Pokemon Snap on the Switch, so anything is possible.
You think Sakurai's gonna break his thing and be like, I'm making another Sash, even though I said I wasn't going to.
Honestly, I hope not for his sake, because I want to see him get the opportunity to make something different.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
a Kid
I mean,
Icarus game.
I mean, they've already peaked. Ultimate was pretty great. I mean,
Well, they're definitely going to be making another Smash for Switch 2. They're not
Yeah.
gonna not.
Oh my god, it's Lego. Oh my god, new Lego game. Let's go.
That would be the funniest way to start the direct. It was like another Lego Star Wars.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and I would not be shocked if there's 3D Mario here, but
How many people? How many did they say were in this?
oh,
thing?
they're jumping with the new Mario Kart game. They know that's what the people want.
Oh, it is. I really thought when I saw this that it was Mario Kart 8, but I was probably wrong. Ooh. Okay, we're starting off strong. Mario Kart.
Shy Guy confirmed. Let's go. King Boo confirmed. I got my 2 mains in Mario Kart. Good.
Here we go, Donkey Kong. Oh, I got all that.
Very weird art style. Oh, they got a lot of new vehicles. Are they going full Diddy Kong Racing with the different vehicles now?
Yes. Here we go. Waluigi confirmed. Oh my god. Oh my god.
They seem to be completely abandoning traditional lap structure. Again, they show Waluigi immediately. They know people are still scared after Mario Kart 7. Oh, they have Sonic Adventure 2 ramps.
Yeah.
Oh, you can play as the cow in this one, of course. That's so dumb, but oh, Hammer Bro's a nice addition. Oh, you get mid-transformation power. Okay, they've got a lot of weird ideas going here. I cannot wait until, like, the 10-hour, like, breakdowns of these. Yeah. I'm kind of waiting for my analysis until then. I'm having trouble figuring out Mario Kart World.
Hello, Saint.
Hello.
Hey, Saint. I feel like I should be more excited for this than I am.
I'm Koichi Kawamoto, and I'll be one of your guides for today's Nintendo Direct. I'm the producer for Nintendo Switch 2.
I'm Takuhiro Dota, the director for Nintendo
I have never
Switch.
seen any of these people.
And I'm Tetsuya Sasaki, the hardware design lead for Nintendo Switch 2.
Although I think these guys would normally be behind the scenes anyways, but I'm shocked it's not Koizumi who's directing this, because he was the guy who directed Switch 1. Although these guys look younger, so I wonder if Nintendo's just giving their young devs a chance to sign. Oh, Charge and Chuck's playable, that's great!
On the Nintendo Switch 2 system.
Open world would be
Welcome
awesome.
to this vast world. Kart races are
Ooh,
held
power-
That looked like Moo Moo Meadows right there.
span the globe.
We have the Tom and Dave here.
And that was an Airship Fortress remake, it looked like.
And weather conditions, the atmosphere will change.
I like how I'm recognizing some of these by, like, their mere shot. I'm hoping these aren't...
It is open world. Oh my god.
And in this
I'm
moment,
hoping these aren't based on, like, actual locales, just because they kind of already did that for Tour.
everywhere in this
I'm hoping it's more fictional stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, it looks like it's fictional stuff by the names.
In a bid for first place.
24 drivers.
But don't sleep at the wheel. You'll also drive to the next
Oh, thank goodness, Baby Daisy's race playable. Is that a Cataquack?
servers in each race.
Old 24
most
people.
Wow, they really gave up on trying to make characters make sense.
No. That was really great.
Introducing
It looks
Knockout Tour.
exciting, man.
Race non-stop from one corner of the world to another.
Oh, Battle Royale. I see.
There are multiple checkpoints along the way. If you're below the placement shown when you hit a checkpoint,
Free roam.
you'll
Oh, it
be
is open
eliminated.
world.
Okay, knockout mode. They had this in, like, Sonic and Sega All-Stars. This game feels very weird so far, but I don't know if it just feels weird because it's been so long since we've had a new Mario Kart.
You can also
Yeah.
freely drive around this vast world in
Feels almost more like a spin-off than a regular Mario Kart, if that makes sense. Like, it does not follow, like, Mario Kart structure stuff at
You
all.
can do like open
So
world
drive
with
wherever
people.
your heart
That's
takes
pretty
you.
cool.
I'm,
You can
I'm gonna be honest, open world is not something I've ever really clamored for in a Mario Kart.
together at different
Yeah,
locations.
I mean,
I feel like that's the great ambition they actually.
Yeah. Dino
Road
Jungle
Trip
looks like.
was a really good PS2 game, and like open world racing game.
A brand new race across the entire world starts here.
Wow. Okay.
Mario Kart
I'm actually very
World.
excited for that.
The game launches on the same day.
Oh, it's a launch title. Okay.
Psycraft
More
got it
details
right.
about this title
who
will
said
be
the
shared in an
open world thing?
upcoming Mario Kart World Direct.
Someone got it right.
So
in
be
chat.
on the lookout for more information
Minecrafter,
in
yeah.
the future.
Yeah, I don't know how to feel about that one. I mean, I'm excited because I'm a Mario Kart, because Mario Kart's my franchise, but it's like,
We'll share more details in the
I mean, you
future,
can do
so
it
we
both
hope you're
with
looking
co-op.
forward to it.
honestly, to an extent, I think it's because after Mario Kart 8 Deluxe ballooned so much with the Booster Course Pass, I was kind of hoping for a Mario Kart that kind of went back to
Oh, it's
basics.
the C button.
And they did the opposite of that, but...
Joy-Con 2 controllers for Switch 2.
Oh, what did he say?
And on
What
the
did
right
he, what does
Joy-Con
it do?
too.
I want to know what that does.
We've added a new C button.
Let's go, see.
Let's take a look at some new experiences it offers.
Why did they hide the C button? I don't understand.
Yeah, they hid it for a while. They only updated the render like last week.
Oh. Got it. Oh my God, that's
Dang.
weird.
Alone. Oh, the C is for chat, voice chat, isn't it?
Oh, it's got. Oh, it is chat. Okay.
Yeah, there we go. They finally added native voice chat to Nintendo Switch.
Is that Discord? It looks like Discord.
Yeah, can't wait for everybody to ignore this feature so they can keep using Discord.
Yeah.
Introducing Game Chat,
Ooh.
a new feature for Nintendo Switch 2.
Oh, can you imagine like the 3-year-olds on...
Yeah.
Can you imagine the 3-year-olds who like are on Splatoon? Oh gosh, it's gonna be Xbox Live all over again.
Built-in microphone. Guys, it's so far away. Why would you want to have your
While
microphone
using
just
the
pick
Game
up
Chat
the whole
feature,
like room?
Your voice is recognized by a microphone built into the system.
Oh, that is gonna pick up all of the TV audio.
It can pick up your speaking voice clearly, even
Oh,
from a distance.
Okay. It has like noise suppression.
Alright, let's keep going. Let's make a left right here. Let's make a
When it's noisy around you,
Curious to
your
how
voice
well
will still
it's
come
gonna
through
be
clearly.
Given how the voice chat box on the console worked for the Wii, I am dubious about the effects of this working.
This feature in handheld
Handheld, I trust it more, but docked, I would not.
They're not.
If you open the chat
I think
menu
you had to
and
actually
turn
use
on
the
game
app.
screen sharing,
I highly doubt this is actually Discord. I think this is probably a built-in feature, because Nintendo really likes to use their own proprietary stuff for this, so...
Yeah. Look how much it's
Yeah.
lagging.
Look at all the
I
dinosaurs,
was gonna
though.
say, yeah, it's lagging because it's showing everyone's stream.
Yeah.
Yeah. To be fair, that happens with Discord stream, too.
you can chat to your heart's content. Even
Oh,
when
that's-
it's different
What I
games.
would
Oh,
do,
those are all
like,
new. Those are all Switch 1 games, so these are not big reveals necessarily. They're just saying it works with Switch 1.
I would go over to my friend's house when I was a kid, and we would have two TVs, and I would play a game on one TV, and he'd play on the other, and this is what we
You
would
can
do.
adjust the size of your
This is a subtle way to also confirm that, to remind people that yes, all the Switch 1 games work on Switch 2. Yeah, can't wait for people to say effing noob.
or expand another friendly
Xbox Live has finally come to Nintendo, and it's gonna be with like, there's gonna be a lot of kids playing this game, so it's gonna be even worse.
just like the wall. Like if she gets past the wall.
They're spending a long time to explain voice chat.
So
looks
everyone
really great,
can watch
though.
them play.
Oh, I think I know where you are. I think I know where you are. Wait.
Something tells me we are not going to see a whole lot of games announced today. It's gonna be more features of the Switch 2.
Okay, are you ready?
Probably.
I'm not
Oh,
surprised.
yo, that's sick.
Ooh, a camera.
Also, I don't know if I said this when you joined in, but hello, Saint.
There's an additional button.
Hello.
With the C button, you can pull up a chat menu.
Test this to camera. Oh my god.
The camera green screens you in.
Oh no.
Here,
Oh,
you
on
can
your own
quickly and
screen.
easily mute
That's
yourself
great.
Yeah.
and
Thank you for
more.
the shout out.
And there's this.
That camera looks very weird.
By connecting
The
this
camera
camera to
quality
the
is
system.
a little crap.
Oh my god.
Hey,
This is why Mario Kart World is the big ambition, because Switch
Yeah.
2 just isn't
you can appear on screen. And
Especially
video
for
chat while playing
a
game.
new console this soon from their last one, that they have to lean on game
Here's
ambition.
how it
You say
Technology's really not
you say
there.
soon, Saint, but this is the second longest gap Nintendo's ever gone between systems.
Look forward to
The only longer gap was between the Game Boy and the Game Boy Advance. Normally, the new console comes out 5 or 6 years later. It's been 8.
Shut up.
But yeah, Nintendo usually tries to innovate in software anyways for that exact reason. Because there's not always a lot of tech differences between their consoles.
or compete in online multiplayer games.
But Nintendo's always been good about innovating with software, so...
I think the shortest generation probably was the Wii U, and that's because it didn't do well.
Decide
Yeah.
your own
The Wii U was only like 4 or 5 years, but again, the Wii U bombed, so they were looking to replace that as quick as possible.
competition between families.
Whereas the Switch actually did well, so they could wait with that.
All together, anytime, anywhere.
But yeah, I do agree with kind of what you're saying, Saint, in the sense that the Nintendo Switch really needed an upgrade, and at the same time, it really didn't. Because, like, hardware-wise, it needed one, but, like, in terms of, like, popularity and current software, it really didn't.
I'm wondering if this will let you go like Twitch streams as well.
The
or
camera
if
you
it's
saw
only
in the
for
trailer is the
online.
Nintendo Switch 2
That could be
Will it
interesting.
required?
which will be available on the same day as Switch
Okay.
2.
I would hope it would be available on the same day.
A Nintendo
Oh, you'll need an online membership. Okay.
Well, that's fair.
That's
I
fair.
Mean, again, people
However,
complain about
since we'd like
NSO,
as
but it
many
is
people
like
as
the
possible to
cheapest, like.
experience
As long as NSO remains $20 a year, it is a fabulous deal.
Yeah, no, because you know, again,
Additionally, Game
Sony
Chat
is
supports
up to
the
$100
Nintendo
a
Switch
month,
parental
like a
controls app,
year, and then
and different
Microsoft is
settings
even
can be
more
adjusted.
expensive. It's like
For example,
Nintendo
whether
has
parental
the
permission
cheapest
is
plan.
always
Yeah.
required when a
By
child wants to
Oh.
use Game Chat to play with their friends.
We'd like to introduce another new experience you can share with family and friends.
Like, even, like, I'm not, like, considering, like, NES, SNES, and Game Boy games, those would be, like, $5 or $6 per game on Wii and Wii U Virtual Console. And now you get them $20 a year for 60 of them. Granted, I get that you don't own them, so you can't play them when the service goes offline, but...
With GameShare, you can
Oh!
compatible games with other
I think they kinda-
Oh, this
Nintendo
is-
Switch
I think they
games.
kind of briefly discussed this with, like, the virtual game card in the Switch 1 Direct last week.
GameShare also supports online play with
That,
other
yeah,
Switch
that
2
looks pretty
systems.
interesting. I wonder
And
how
you
that
can
would
use it
work.
with friends via
It
Game
I think
Chat.
Sony's had something similar with the
GameShare
PS5.
can only be used with compatible games. This
Okay, I'm
feature
guessing they're
will
gonna be
allow
limited on what
users
I'm
to start with
guessing it's gonna be
free
heavily limited on
Xbox
what games you can use it
51
with.
classics on
Oh,
Nintendo
there you go. I could
Switch.
finally play like Mario
GameShare
Party
support
without owning
is
it.
also
I don't get how
available on
GameShare
Nintendo
works from
systems
Mario
on
Odyssey.
Switch
Isn't that a
2,
single
so
player
we hope you
game?
look forward to it.
No, it's co-op.
Up next.
One person can be capped.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I've played the Cappy
We'd like
mode.
to show you the Nintendo Switch 2 system itself.
Please take a look.
Oh, Psycrafter, don't tell me you're watching the Minecraft movie, you poor soul. Bigger screen, same thickness. All right. I want to know why every software company thinks that we care about how thick their systems are. Like, Apple cares about that too, and it's like, we made our console, we made our thing thinner, and it's like, I don't really care that it's thinner, Apple. Just give me, like, my USB ports. 1080?
Well, it does matter though because it is handheld.
I guess that's true.
So if
But-
it's gonna be too unwieldy, no one's gonna want it.
Yeah, but it's like, if, like, they had said, like, oh, it's half an inch thicker, I wouldn't really... Like, the Game Boy was a lot thicker than this, and that was fine. Okay, so 1080p on the dock, 120 FPS possible, we will see about that.
The all-new Joy-Con 2 controllers connect
Ooh.
magnetically. Strong magnets keep the controllers firmly attached to the system.
Oh, look,
Detach your
it's
controller
the
easily
camera
by
thing.
pressing the
Oh my God.
There is absolutely going to be hardware problems at the launch where people won't be able to get their Joy-Cons off their consoles because the button to undo it doesn't work.
Are
Well,
bigger for
Well,
greater
hopefully
comfort
they
and
don't,
control when
like,
playing with a
it seems
Joy-Con
like
2
they have
held
it working
horizontally.
mouse. There you go, the mouse thing.
Yeah.
How does this work?
Oh, that's why they were
Red
showing the
sticks are
sticks.
now larger.
Heck yeah. Yep, okay, so it's officially a mouse. I think you're a few seconds ahead of me.
Joy-Con 2 controller
Yeah.
can be used as a mouse to play with compatible games.
How is that gonna work
Both the
on
left
different
and right
services?
Joy-Con
That's
2
crazy.
support mouse controls.
Oh, they have more they have 2 mice.
By adjusting the audio balance
Oh
of
gosh,
the
Splatoon with mouse controls is gonna be a nightmare. The snipers are already bad enough.
and more natural in handheld and tabletop modes.
But that's actually like a good innovation, because that's something that I don't think Sony and Microsoft can really do is mouse control games. That opens up opportunity for new PC.
It also
They're kind of unloading the specs on us all rapid fire.
so your voice will come through clearly.
Surround sound?
Even if you don't have a surround sound system,
It's like it's
games can
coming
be
out of the
enjoyed with more
screen.
immersive, three-dimensional sound, as if it were coming from all around you.
So they improved the sound system.
Was that a new? Was that the
That's
Mario Kart screen?
Yeah. I wonder if there will be stick drift. Oh gosh. How precise will this mouse feature be? I'm not quite sure.
Sturdy stand. You can move it
Especially
freely,
because
like
of
this.
the shape of a Joy-Con, like that's not really hand
In addition to the
shape.
USB-C port
Yeah.
on the bottom of the system,
There's
one
more
USB
USB
By
ports.
charging it 2 times, I wonder.
Charge it for. Oh, it's so you can plug in the mic.
Wondering that too.
It's so you can plug in the camera.
or charging in tabletop mode.
Oh, so you can charge more easily in tabletop mode since the other plug was on the bottom.
Yeah.
Nintendo Switch 2 comes with 200.
Okay, good. They finally increased from 32. It took. They've been doing 32 internal storage basically since the Wii.
and more.
250 gigs still isn't great, but like, it's a lot better. 4K support. Let's go.
Keep in mind when they say 4K, like that. I mean,
That'll-
some
yeah.
games are really gonna run at like natively 4K.
Yeah, yeah. It's like, because obviously not every game ran at 1080p, but like, it'll obviously depend on whether or not games optimize for it.
So I think it was like
The
on
Nintendo
PlayStation
Switch
Pro
2
or
dock has a
PlayStation
built-in
5. Like
fan
there
that
is
keeps your
4K
system
support, but
cool.
not like
This
true.
helps keep
Like you know,
performance
there's
stable.
very few games that run on 4K.
Okay, better fan, good, because mine runs like a jet engine.
Need to clean it.
On Nintendo Switch 2,
I kind of am annoyed that they're going rapid fire for this section, because this is weirdly the bit I'm most interested in.
physical and digital
Like, I can
games
barely
are
keep up with what... I'm gonna have to look over this after stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, meanwhile, the PS5 has a terabyte of storage. To be fair, Nintendo Switch won't have to worry about Call of Duty releasing with like 400 gigabytes of download. So they
Yeah.
don't need it to be as big.
As you just saw,
Because Nintendo actually
Switch
cares
2
to
is
optimize their
and
games.
improve the Nintendo Switch.
Like, again, I think Tears of the Kingdom was only like 2
System
gigs.
from the ground up and packed in lots of new gameplay features. And to help players better
Yeah, but
understand
I'm wondering how
Switch
precise the
2,
mouse
we're
feature will
currently
be.
developing this game.
God, he's inside the
Mr.
game.
Kawamoto.
Oh, new game.
Hello.
This is a weird
My
camera
current
angle.
location is actually inside the game itself.
Oh
This
my
is
god, it's
Nintendo
a
Switch 2
user
Welcome
manual.
Tour, exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2.
Oh god.
Is this their, like,
I'm
tech
standing
demo
over here.
game? Like Nintendo Land
Okay,
and
everyone,
Wii
Yeah, the
Sports
giant
and 1-2
inside the game.
Switch?
There are a lot of
Oh
question
no,
mark
there's
icons
another
here.
question about the
Let's
magnets.
examine
Is,
them.
can you fuck up those magnets?
This sign reads,
Like
where
I would
are the
assume you
magnets?
couldn't mess them up somehow.
The Joy-Con 2 controllers attached to the system with
Okay.
magnets. And those magnets are inside the system.
Is this a game or is this just a demo for
The
specifically
SL
for
and SL
the...
buttons on the Joy-Con 2 are
Switch
made
Direct.
of
It's a user manual.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So that's how they attach to the system.
Like I mean,
Wouldn't
again,
you
like,
want your...
Just look at
A
her
magnetic circuit is
hand.
formed
That
between
doesn't
them,
look
so they won't
comfortable.
easily
Yeah.
detach.
I guess so, but the original Joy-Cons were not much more comfortable than this, and at least these are slightly larger, so...
Yeah.
Right, but you're
Nintendo
not
Switch
using the
2.
Joy-Cons as a...
Another example, the Joy-Con 2
Mouse either.
controllers have mouse
True.
controls. And when combined with the gyroscopes, you can
Oh.
even do something like this.
Okay.
You can adjust the position of the
Okay,
golf
I
club and aim
see,
for
I
the
see.
cup by rotating the
I-
Joy-Con 2.
I do like that it's
By
basically
combining the
the
mouse
user
controls
manual
and
of get to
gyroscopes,
understand
things
your
like this are
device
possible.
Yeah.
as a game.
There are
yeah.
secrets
And they
to discover,
they put mini
even
games.
as you're playing
I
mini
will
games and
say
tech
though,
demos.
I'm not sure where you want to innovate is with the user
Some of the
manual. You
secrets
think you
range
want
from
the
the
user
features
manual
of the
to
system
be
to
as
tiny details you might not
basic and
notice until you
understandable as
figured it out.
possible, but
Plenty. Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour will launch as a paid digital game on
No,
the
it's a
same
paid
day as
game.
Nintendo Switch
So
2.
it is their
So
tech demo
please check it
game.
out if you're interested.
Yeah.
Well, that's an easy way to make sure very few people are gonna buy it.
Information regarding Nintendo Switch
As a
2.
pack-in game, that would make sense, but
This is the game card for Nintendo Switch 2 titles.
I'm shocked they're going with red. You'd think they'd try to change the color like PlayStation does every generation to make sure that people know that it's a different console. Like PlayStation 3, everything was black. 4, everything was blue. 5, everything was white.
No, they gotta stick with
There are
Mario.
different types of
Yeah.
SD cards, and will
I would
not
have
buy
like
save data.
at least inverted it so it was white on red instead of red with white.
Please note that regular micro SD cards used for Nintendo Switch will not be compatible.
Why not?
Additionally,
All of my
Switch
games are on
from Switch
SD card. I'm gonna have to get another one?
log into your Nintendo account to use the system transfer feature.
Bozo.
With this feature,
What the
you can
heck?
transfer save data, digital games.
No, that's
Yeah,
bullcrap.
I had these buttons on my
We're
old
also
controllers. Those
releasing
were
a
great.
new
Those are
Pro
the best
controller.
buttons.
Don't tell me my old
It
Pro
has a
controller
C
can't
button,
work.
Which launches game chat, and on the back there are new GL and
Looks like
GR
it's the same
buttons,
as
which you can
Xbox
use
One
to
to
assign
Xbox
existing button
Series.
controls.
Okay, so like Pro
In
controller.
addition, an audio jack has been
I
added.
love the back buttons. The back
We've
buttons are really good.
introduced a few
Because
new
you can't use an
features, and
Xbox
after
One
today's
controller with the
presentation,
Series
the
because
official
they have
Nintendo
that
Switch
one
2
button
website
difference
will go
for the
live.
capture feature.
There will also be an Ask the Developer article.
Why can't you
on the
use the
website
same
where the three
SD
of us
cards? That
talk
makes no
about the development
sense.
of Nintendo Switch 2. We hope you'll check that out as well.
Ooh, that early? Wow.
They probably did that.
Dude, I hope the OG Pro controllers can work because I really don't want to have to buy a new one.
I really
June
doubt they will.
Nintendo Switch 2
That is
launches
insane.
on June 5th.
June 5th! Wow, that's...
We're
Yeah.
very much looking
That's
forward to the day when
soon.
we all get to experience it, so please wait just a bit longer.
That's soon. I thought it was going to be a little more like October.
Now, broadly speaking,
Wait,
on
what's the
Nintendo
third
Switch
game?
2, you can play
many
3
different
types of
of-
games.
Oh, okay. let's
The
see.
first type is Nintendo Switch 2
And then
games.
NSO.
Yeah, June 5th is 2 months. I mean, I expected it to be this year because Nintendo likes to announce their systems around when the system comes out nowadays,
Is
so...
compatible games that were released on Nintendo Switch.
Oh, here we go. Nintendo's
Nintendo
getting in the
Switch
whole
2
like
edition
we're gonna
games are the
re-release
third
Odyssey,
type.
but at a higher price. I think we're just gonna re-release Odyssey.
Some games
on
that were
Switch
released
too.
on Switch
I
will
see.
receive upgraded versions that offer things like improved visuals, unique ways to play on Switch
You know,
2,
Sony does this
and
all the
more.
time, and I just like this idea of having to pay
Now,
for a PS5.
I'd like to show you the
version of same
Nintendo
game
Switch
you bought
2
on
edition
PS4.
of Super Mario
That is
Party
me.
Jamboree. Please take a look.
Is this like DLC, or does it come free if you already own the game?
Probably, you probably have to
Super Mario
play
Party
full
Jamboree
price,
is getting
no
an
doubt.
upgrade on Nintendo Switch 2.
Because this feels like DLC.
The upgrade expands
If
on
they
the
don't
base
make us
game and adds new
have to pay
features,
$40 for
including
this, I'll
mouse
be surprised.
controls,
Some more mouse control minigames.
audio recognition,
Part of me wonders why they didn't save Mario Party Jamboree as a launch title for this. That seems like a good
and
pl-
gameplay.
I'm surprised Mario Parties aren't launch titles more often, though, because you'd think the minigames would be a good way to showcase what the new console can
Let's
do.
check out 3 new
Yeah,
and updated
but I feel like
modes.
Mario Party has fallen
First
off
up
a bit.
is Mario Party mode.
It kind of got a bit revived with the Switch 2. Like, all 3 Switch 2 games sold really well, so...
Okay.
Kinda-
So you can experience all the
Plus, they started going back to, like, the classic game stuff, so...
4 friends can take the party online. Up next, it's Bowser Live, a mode where the livelier team wins.
Go. Voice
Bowser
jam.
will bring you on stage
Time.
too. Hit blocks to collect the
This feels like the everybody this feels like the 1-2 Switch shenanigans, so... This is mostly
Yeah.
superfluous stuff, but... I guess it's a nice detail. If it doesn't cost anything, I guess it's a nice detail, but... Again, I feel like it does. Yeah, it expands on the game. I imagine a couple games are gonna have features like this. Sorry if I'm talking too much, guys.
No, you're right.
I'm just trying to digest this.
Again, the big negative thing about this being a mouse is that you're gonna have to
When
have
you
a
enter a
surface
pipe,
to.
a minigame
use
will
it.
Yeah.
begin.
I'm wondering what,
There's a
how many
bouldering game where
surfaces it
2
can go
players
on.
each control an arm, and one where you shake a can of spray paint and quickly tag objects.
Because I mean, if you're playing this on the couch, then
Enjoy
I mean,
the thrill of these
you're gonna
intuitive
have to use your
minigames.
like leg
How
or
quickly
something,
can you reach the station?
unless you have a table.
From
Or the
minigames
cushion
that
next to
use
you.
a camera,
Yeah, or a cushion.
the built-in microphone, mouse controls,
It's even a normal
And
mouse as long as
Rumble,
you keep it
the
down.
biggest party yet is
Kinda
getting
works on a
even
couch.
bigger. Super Mario Party Jamboree, Nintendo Switch 2
Oh, okay,
edition,
upgrade.
plus
How much is
Jamboree
upgrade?
TV
Go on.
launches on Nintendo Switch 2,
How
July
much are you charging
24th.
for this?
The fact that
Nintendo Switch
I'm
2
gonna
players
suggest
who
that-
you have to
own
purchase an
Nintendo
upgrade pack.
Jamboree can
Yeah, it's
upgrade
gotta be
to
$20.
Nintendo
So it's
So,
DL.
yeah,
So
either
it's
way.
DLC.
TV by
Well,
Oh, that's
it's
gonna
like
be.
the-
That's
what
gonna.
it is, it's like the
Please
deal,
look
kind of
forward
like
to a new
Sony. They
Mario
really
Party
release their games with
experience,
PS5,
where you
and
can
you have
see
to
each
pay
other's
like a
reactions
surcharge.
while-
Yeah, but that's gonna be a
Like that.
huge hit for them because I know a lot of people were basically begging for this not to happen. So
Ooh, Nintendo Switch 2. What do you bring into the game?
Nintendo Switch
the
HDR?
fact that you have to basically pay for better graphics, I don't think is gonna go over very well.
Yeah.
I get the feeling a lot of people are just not gonna do that.
and also support HDR.
Zelda Notes.
I'm gonna be honest, this does not look that much better.
So you can play with smoother, higher definition graphics.
Like-
They already look
Like
really
it's
good on
not
the
like
Switch.
I'd do it if it was like this doesn't seem like big
You
enough
can
to
get even
buy
more out of
for,
your
but
adventures in Hyrule using Zelda Notes.
Zelda Notes.
Ooh, look
This
at this
new
map.
feature can be accessed
We
via
got
the
a cool
Nintendo
little
Switch app on smart devices. It's a game-specific.
Why are they
service
naming
that's
it to Nintendo
exclusive
Switch
to the
versus
Switch 2
Nintendo Switch
editions of these
Online?
titles.
I
For example,
already have
it
this
can help
feature.
guide
Like
you to
there's
various
like a map that
locations,
you can
like
get,
shrines
like,
and
a website
crops
you
you
can look
haven't
all this
found
stuff.
yet.
I like how there's just like Apple Maps for Breath of the Wild now. Like that's an innovation.
Oh, you could share. Oh, this is great. You could share your stuff.
Or you can share your
I'm
creations
very
with your
concerned that through
friends and
all
send
the
them to
Nintendo
another
Switch
friend to
2
create in
product reveal stuff, they did not tell us the price of the console.
No, yeah.
The running theory I've heard is 400. We'll have to see.
We hope these features will make your adventures even more enjoyable.
400 sounds reasonable. I think they're gonna sell it at 5 though.
The only problem with selling it at 5 is that they know their target demographic is A, kids, and B, they're kind of known for being cheaper than Sony and Microsoft, so...
Right, they know their
This story
demographic
takes
is
place
kids.
in the
Kids were
Forgotten
very
World after
excited
being
about a
struck by
new
a
Switch,
powerful meteor,
whose
Yeah.
parents are
causing
most
some
likely gonna pay
mysterious
whatever the
changes.
price is.
Yeah, I think I'm in the middle. I think it's,
We
you
hope
know,
you're looking forward to Kirby's new adventure.
I feel like they're not gonna. I mean, they are known for cheap, but at the same time, this is like a
Metroid
huge
Prime
upgrade.
4
so
Beyond
Yeah.
will have
I
both
guess
a
it's all
Nintendo Switch
about
and a Nintendo
how much
Switch
this
2
is
edition.
like worth to them.
Okay, so everybody's gonna buy this game on Switch too, is basically what they've just revealed. But that was kind of
In addition to
expected.
standard controls, you can use mouse controls
Ooh.
for intuitive gameplay
120
on Switch
FPS
2.
on Nintendo system. That's insane.
Plus,
They're kind of doing with Metroid Prime 4 basically what they did with Breath of the Wild, where they released it on the old and the new
enjoy smoother
system.
action in full HD at 120
Which
frames per second.
honestly makes sense.
Choose from these two modes, both of which support HDR, based on your preference.
Oh my god, he's
and
Spider-Man.
playstyle.
Oh, look at
I
him.
like how you can choose between performance and quality.
Pokemon Legends ZA, which is scheduled to launch later this year, will not only receive
I-
an
I wonder
exclusive
if this is with
but a
families
Nintendo
though, if this
Switch
is going to
2
cause
edition as well.
confusion at all, where parents are like, I bought this for the Nintendo Switch, but I don't get this thing the Nintendo Switch 2 edition has.
If you haven't touched Switch game, you can have.
Or like, I bought this game for Nintendo Switch 2, but it doesn't work on my Nintendo Switch. I bought the wrong game.
Well, that's gonna happen
Yeah.
regardless
If you
with
already
this
own the
system.
Nintendo Switch version of a game,
Even
you can play
between
the Nintendo
Xbox
Switch
and
2 edition by
360, there were
purchasing an
old
upgrade
people in the
pack.
stores with that issue.
I'm wondering. I'm having a new theory now. I'm wondering if first-party systems for games for this cost $70 and it's $10 for the upgrade pack.
Oh god, $10 would be awesome.
take a
I think
look.
it's gonna be 20. I really do.
Yeah, they're gonna try and milk this
Yeah,
as
it will.
much as possible. Now that
Oh
they're
look,
finally,
wheelchair simulator. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh,
they're
god.
going for diversity, boys.
Oh, actually, wheelchair simulator. I thought you were joking about that.
No, no.
No, this actually looks kind of cool though. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, well, it looks like it's making the woke games list immediately. They have disabled people in this game.
Yay. Oh, they need developers who are gonna go nuts with this. You can't do this.
Dragon Drop. This game looks fun. It also looks like it's gonna be the next ARMS. where it came out where it was a launch title. It was one of the launch games for Switch. It did good for like 2 months, and everybody forgot about it.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not feeling this game.
Yeah, it looks a little slow.
Yeah, I feel bad. No disrespect to
It
anyone.
was great.
Okay, that was pretty cool. I think this would be more good for like a skateboarding.
It looks like it would be fun with
It's
the
Rocket League, but Tron.
Yeah, it looks like it would probably be very fun with the.
Look at that dunk.
It's probably fun with the right people, I'd imagine.
Yeah, there's no doubt. Yeah, I agree.
And you can wave with the hands so you can make death threat gestures at the enemy team.
Yeah, that's true.
Sorry, I'm looking at the highlight of that.
Press the ZR button to flip someone off. $10 for an upgrade pack is unreasonable. I agree, AJM Mac. I imagine it'll whatever it is, it'll cost roughly the same or maybe slightly more to upgrade it than if you just bought it new, like combined.
They couldn't do it. They said they couldn't, but they did it. They finally made Elden Ring.
Elden Ring? I actually thought this might be possible. Holy crap, I'm finally going to be able to play Elden Ring. Let's go.
The motion controls will be the best.
Yeah, is this the first... No, wait, Dark Souls came to Switch 1. I was going to say, is this the first Souls FromSoft game to come to Switch, to a Nintendo game? But Elden Ring, that's huge. Wonder if Shadow of the Erdtree also will be there. I assume it will be.
Ooh.
Sorry, also Saint Red, sorry if I'm talking over you guys. I'm just really... I'm hyper-fixating right now.
This is your deal.
But no, this is weirdly the most excited I've been. Oh, thank you for the Totsugaki Redeem AJM Mac.
Hey, I'm Greg Kasavin from Supergiant Games.
Oh, the Hades guys.
The mouse games are going to be really good for like those sporting clips.
Introduces the Princess of the Dead.
Okay, so Hades 2 coming to Switch is not surprising. Hades 1 was on Switch, so this is not and this game could probably come to Switch 1 if we're being honest. So, but this is the third party set. But yeah. Needless to say, I am very hyped for Elden Ring. We will be getting that. We will probably be playing that on stream chat. I really wanted to play Elden Ring, so... Is Wilds coming to stream? Oh no, Street Fighter 6. Okay, that's decent. You'll never be Guilty Gear though. Guilty Gear came to Switch 1. What did you do?
Oh yeah. It could be a little bit, you know.
So Street Fighter 6.
No, it could just be in like 3. You know, it's probably not finished. I would doubt it.
I just remembered there was a rumor that Persona 3 Reload was going to come to Switch too. I wonder if they're going to show that.
All operating at normal levels. Testing data link with Spine.
I would like to see that.
Commencing launch.
Atlas tends to work with Nintendo pretty well, so... Is that Armored? No, that's not Armored Core.
I'm in need of a new arsenal, new equipment, and money.
Okay, I think I have heard of this franchise. I get the feeling this is going to be the game during the Direct that everybody forgets about, though.
This planet will be ours. The sovereign axiom
probably will be.
Yeah.
This looks like a Fleece game.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I can absolutely see a Fleece playing this game.
Yeah, he loves the Robo game.
Don't you get it?
I won't just stop you.
Damon X Machina.
Doesn't he have a giant... Oh my gosh, this is a second Damon X Machina. The first game did not do well on Switch. That's weird.
No one's gonna forget the wheelchair game.
Split Fiction's coming to Switch. That game just came out. That's actually pretty amazing.
I've seen a lot of Iron Mouse that plays game. It looks pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, I say it's amazing, but I just remembered It Takes Two also came to Switch, so... This isn't exactly new for this company to work with Nintendo, but yeah, it's nice to get confirmation at least. This is also a game that I've thought about playing, so... Oh, and now the EA Sports games.
We're excited to announce the EA Sports FC.
I hate being like 10 seconds ahead, because I'm saying the next game while you're finally...
Do you want me to try to I'm gonna try to refresh it to see if that helps then.
was gonna say, you're
Alan
fine,
Q from
Jam. It's
Avalanche
just...
Software.
Okay, talk about what's happening currently on screen now while I refresh real quick.
Enhanced graphics.
Hogwarts Legacy! Oh
Yeah,
my god,
Hogwarts
Hogwarts Legacy!
And it doesn't look like shit.
Let's
It looks
go!
like a PS2 game.
Cause
For the most part.
Hogwarts Legacy was on
Discover the enhanced magic.
original Switch, but I'm guessing it didn't run well.
Board game.
Oh my god, it's Tony Hawk.
Free and 4.
Tony
Free and 4 was.
Tony Hawk.
This is a weird one to include because Free and 4 was already announced for Switch 1. So that's interesting.
Then they can make them pay extra for the upgrade.
I am wondering if Switch 1, if they're gonna keep it around for a couple years and just try to keep it as like the budget console.
Well, I feel like they're both going to be integrated because the accounts are going to be on each system. They're going to be the same, so it's probably going to be more like it's going to be migrated together probably.
They made a SpongeBob DLC already. That's
Ooh,
interesting.
Hitman. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I would love native Hitman, not Cloud Hitman. Let's go.
We are bringing our flagship title.
This game is
World of
really good.
Because they had this game on Switch, but it was cloud gaming only. Does this run natively on Switch? Oh, that's great.
And how each
Banana peel.
Banana peel.
Our ever-expanding game
That's
will
so
release on the same
dumb.
day as Switch 2.
That is so
what is it?
fucking-
Plus, we are excited to
Great.
bring another familiar agent to the platform.
GoldenEye.
GoldenEye.
Do they make GoldenEye?
It is. It's gotta be.
I think I'm caught up to you guys now. I refreshed it,
It's
so.
James Bond, it's 007.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Da-da-da-da-da-doo-doo.
What is happening on your screen right now, guys?
Project
I'm looking at a
Double-
girl's back.
Oh, okay.
Anime
So,
girl's back.
so you're still a couple seconds ahead of me, so. But they are making a new 007 game.
The world's favorite spy is
Oh,
coming
there's
to
your girl's
Nintendo
back.
Switch 2.
IOI is a good developer to be doing a James Bond game, though.
The
Yeah.
story of light and shadow that never fades
Girl.
is reborn.
Girl? Anime girl?
Bravely Default returns, remastered in
Da-da.
high definition.
Oh, they're making a new. They're remaking HD remake of Bravely Default. That's. I thought Bravely Default 1 was on Switch. Hmm.
I mean, even if it is.
I mean, it would
good
be
luck to them.
the most square thing in the world to release an HD remaster on the new system for full price.
Didn't they make like a game like this that was like asking people to name it for them because they couldn't figure out a name or something?
I think so.
Set foot in Luxembourg as a warrior of light once more.
Oh. Ooh, new Yakuza game. Oh, me and a Flea still need to play Yakuza 0.
I think a couple Yakuza games also came to Switch, but I don't think Zero was one of them. But again, yeah, this is also very Fleece coded.
Yeah, me and a Fleece wanted to play this game, I just haven't gotten around to it yet.
Yeah. Yakuza's one of these games. I need to try a Yakuza game one of these days. I just have no idea which one to start with because there's like 500 million of them now.
We'll have more games to show from our publishing
I feel like
and
you can start
development
with
partners.
anyone.
But for now, we'd like to show a game being developed in collaboration with Nintendo.
In collaboration with Nintendo?
World premiere.
Who are you, buddy? How are you? Oh, Koei Tecmo. Wait, Koei Tecmo made the Fire Emblem Three Houses.
Oh, a new Zelda game?
When the Zonai, who descended from the heavens.
Oh no, maybe this is the same one.
No, this is Zelda. Because that's Zelda's voice in the Tears of the Kingdom games.
Yeah, it's Tears of the Kingdom. Might be a DLC.
It could be DLC.
A terrible evil arose. A war was fought to vanquish this evil.
Is this playable Zelda DLC?
The imprisoning war.
Oh, the imprisoning war.
So this is like a prequel DLC based on.
Truly have traveled
Oh,
back in
you get to
time.
play as Zelda, 100%.
Yes.
Oh, this is it. This is it. You finally
So this
get
is
to play-
prequel DLC. Wait, is this?
DLC.
Wait. Hyrule Warriors, because Koei Tecmo makes Hyrule Warriors. This is a Hyrule Warriors prequel game, isn't it?
Oh, it is, yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought I was gonna play Zelda.
I don't know why I didn't realize it sooner, because they did that for Breath of the Wild too, so... Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Guys, it's Hyrule Warriors.
Honestly, though, Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity went hard, so I am looking forward to this.
So in Hyrule Warriors, can't you like play as like the Great Fairy? I think I saw a clip of that.
Now, I hope this is not an alternate timeline like it was with, because when Hyrule Warriors did the prequel for Age of Calamity, they did an alternate timeline where they won in Calamity Ganon never came up. I hope they have the balls to actually make it like the sad ending like Tears of the Kingdom. Let's go! This will be incredible. I agree, AJM Mac. I am actually looking forward to that.
With support from Nintendo.
Also, very weird to make a Zelda game where Link isn't in it entirely.
Untold story of the imprisonment.
And they'll find some bullcrap way to bring in Link.
And now, some news about Nintendo Switch Online.
You didn't say that, but
you can continue to enjoy Nintendo Switch Online.
Okay, it's gonna be cross-platform.
Yeah. Pretty much assume. They're basically just confirming everything on Switch runs on Switch 2, which I think is what people want to hear.
New membership benefit
During like the beta access that was going around. Oh, it is GameCube. Oh my god.
Okay, GameCube. GameCube. Oh, thank gosh.
They hadn't mentioned this in their private test, so I wanted to...
Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack.
Yeah, now it's gonna be finally worth.
Yeah, it's gonna be worth the $50 now.
Nintendo Switch 2.
But then it's gonna go up to
Nintendo
80.
GameCube, originally released in 2001. Here are
Soul
the titles that
Calibur
were
2.
available
Sorry,
at
I'm ahead.
launch.
Wind Waker.
Zelda game that looks like a cartoon come to life through cell
Hey, now the Wind Waker, now the people who complain Wind Waker never came to Switch have no complaints. Although this is the much worse GameCube one with the much worse Triforce hunts, so. Soul Calibur 2, do they still have Link as a playable character? Because they had Link as a secret character in Soul Calibur 2. Oh yeah, here he is.
From the Legend of Zelda series enters the fray.
If you want to talk about the game right now and spoil parts, that's fine.
Zero's on here.
Yeah.
2,000 kilometers per hour.
I can finally play
GX was a really good game. I think it was really good.
This means we can technically play every single F-Zero game on Switch. On Switch 2.
F-Zero GX. In games that support multiplayer,
Ooh, reconfigurability.
up to 4 can play together locally or online.
Oh, let's go!
Enjoy these classic games with clearer image quality and higher resolution than the original releases.
I'm not surprised. No
You
offense.
can also check the controls for each title and customize them to your liking.
Oh, you can change. I see.
Oh, they basically Path of Radiance. Oh, thank goodness, that game is way too expensive right now.
God, how much are they gonna pay? How much are they gonna?
Oh, and there's a GameCube controller that's gonna be available.
I think there already was.
There is, so, but they confirmed it's gonna work with this, so.
Elongate your muscles.
And a dedicated controller designed after the original GameCube controller will also be released.
I feel like it's already exists.
And also has a C button to quickly access.
Watch the old GameCube controllers not work.
The Nintendo GameCube controller, exclusively available for Nintendo Switch
That would
Online
be great
members,
to play.
will also be available the same day as Nintendo Switch 2.
Let's not lie to ourselves.
You can name 2 friends who will get the GameCube controllers.
Or haven't played them before. We hope you're looking.
I want to play another. Jam, as I've said in the past, I want to play all Zelda games in chronological order. Why never Hyrule Warriors? Technically, this will be... Will this be the first or the last game you'll play, actually? We'll have to consult the Zelda timeline, I guess.
Beg your fucking pardon?
What is that thing?
Okay.
Deltarune.
Oh, all 4 Deltarune chapters. Because I know they're going to release 3 and 4 soon. Toby Fox already confirmed that 3 and 4 were going to come out, like, I think this year.
God, I gotta play more about Nutella on stream. I enjoyed that.
I'm scared to start playing.
That's very...
God effing darn it, Chris, where the F are we? You are on you are on Nintendo Switch too. Those memes are legitimately gonna happen after this direct. I'm calling it. I still find it crazy that Toby Fox, the developer of this game, has also made music for Pokemon games. Ew, Randy Pitchford, yuck. Oh, it's gonna be a launch game.
Randy Pitchford, when there were leaks in the in Borderlands 3 from a dude in a server, he got like people to go to his house, this leaker's house, to intimidate him, to tell him to take all the leaks.
He's smart enough to know that making it a launch title on Switch 2 is the only way to get people to play it.
I'm Dennis Shirk from Firaxis Games. We're releasing a Nintendo
Oh, see,
Switch
this
2
is what I was thinking of for like
Sid
saying,
Meier's
like RTS.
Civ 7 is technically already on Switch, but I imagine it does not run well on Switch.
Oh, this could be great.
With the new mouse controls, players can enjoy a more
Oh,
intuitive
see,
gameplay
you got your RTS right there.
Civ 7
I'm happy
launches on
about,
the same day as
Again, Civ is also a game I need to get
If you
into.
already own the Nintendo Switch version, you can experience mouse controls.
You ever like the Borderlands franchise? I have a friend who goes really hard into Borderlands, but even he's sort of mixed on 4. Just because I think nobody trusts Randy Pitchford right now.
Final announcement for today is that WWE 2K is coming to Nintendo Switch.
Oh, their final announcement. I was gonna say, if this was the final game they released today, that would be weird.
Four kids find this old tattered map. Off they went armed with nothing but youthful enthusiasm and a profound lack of preparation.
You're gonna love the next 3 seconds.
At steering a raft. Let's slay some trees. Awesome! You nailed it!
Am I lagging?
Yeah, it froze on my end too. Oh no.
No. No, bring it back. Let me look at
Nintendo
chat.
froze.
Let me look at chat here. What are they saying?
Imagine if they talk about the performance for the Switch 2 right after this.
Nicely done.
Oh no, this is a nightmare.
So it's frozen on your end too.
Oh no! Oh no!
Yeah, Nintendo's Twitch chat is all just F F F F F.
Oh no!
Here's the first
No
look.
one. Oh, this is terrible. No one can see it.
Dodge countless bullets.
Oh.
What are they saying?
Frozen on YouTube and Twitch.
Yeah, it's also on YouTube.
Loaded in a new 3D art style.
I wonder if they're gonna try to stop it at any point, or if they're gonna push through.
We're still working on the game. We're excited
They're
to
probably
share
gonna
more
push
with you
through.
in the future.
I got. Is this on? You said it was on Twitch as well. Let me go look.
Yeah, I'm watching it on the Twitch side. Oh, it looks like they reloaded back to Civ 7.
It's not reloaded on my end, but I'm also
Oh,
a
they
couple
did,
seconds
okay.
behind you.
They did.
This audio does not match still, though.
Yeah. Oh no, this is terrible.
I don't think it's a sign. It's just a sign that Nintendo is not good at online stuff with video replay, but we already knew that.
Hello, my name is Adam Badowski from CD Projekt Red. We are
Oh,
delighted to
this-
bring
Turned
the
the audio on and I
immersive
heard
world of the dark
Cyberpunk
future to
2077.
Nintendo
I can't
players
wait
for
to
the
see that
first
pop
time.
up.
Cyberpunk 2077.
Cyberpunk's coming to Switch?
Action-adventure RPG
Man, it would be nice to see that.
Thanks to Nintendo Switch 2, you can transfer
I guess I could try refreshing the page. Might as well.
Nah, I'm looking at the Twitch on Twitch as well. They also have.
No, it's still behind.
comes
Desync.
to Nintendo Switch 2 on launch day.
It's fully desynced. They're just rolling
こんに
with
ち
it.
は。スクエアエニックスの浜口です。
Oh god.
You think at some point they would pause the audio?
インターグレードを発売いたします。本作はミッドガル脱出までを描いた三部作シリーズの
Oh, they're gonna be flamed for this is all anybody's gonna remember about it too.
新しい FF7 を体験いただき
And we have no idea what this game is because the guy's talking complete Japanese.
FF7 リメイクシリーズにぜひ
Watch this be Silk Song they're talking about right now.
Someone is.
No, it's
yeah.
dungeon. Into the dungeon.
Ooh, we got Cyberpunk, we got Hitman, we got Holassie.
Oh wait, they just cut forward. I think it's synced now. It is. It's synced now. It restored. Yeah. Silk Song! Silksong just... Silksong fans are gonna go feral now. Silksong just got shadow dropped. They're gonna go feral now. They've been waiting for years. They're gonna be analyzing the crap out of that. Wild Hearts is coming.
Imagine if this happened at their biggest announcement at the end of the stream. That would have... I mean, there's still time.
Yeah, this is all anybody's gonna talk about, though. The new Rune Factory.
I mean, this is what happens.
This is all stuff they announced in the Switch 1 Direct, mostly. Outlaws is coming to Switch.
Because you gotta realize they're trying to stream this on YouTube, Twitch, and their little app as well. So I mean,
wonder if their app was the thing that caused this.
Through the Switch 2. No, but
Fast Fusion.
Fuck yes.
Shadow Labyrinth.
Oh, right, as you were saying that.
Am I the one ahead of you guys now? I think I am. Have you seen AI
No,
Assault?
reacting with you.
Okay.
yeah.
Reanimal. Oh, that looks horrifying.
Oh, I can't wait.
Fortnite was already on Switch, but yeah. Might as well throw it in.
Reanimal looks pretty cool.
Arcade Archives 2. Ridge Racer. This is I think this is a new Layton game. Yeah. These are just most of these are Nintendo Switch 2 editions of stuff that was already announced for Switch, but
Human Fall Flat 2. I didn't know they were making a second one.
okay, we have 8 minutes left in the direct around.
We've shown a lot of games so far. The next game will be the last from our publishing and development partners.
Okay, go on.
Development partners, so that means it's someone made by another company.
Don't. They're really letting the third parties down.
They have to. They really don't have much going for this.
You got this. Oh, what is it? Oh, touch of a woman.
Is this a new game or a pre-existing one? It's got to be something huge for them to save it for the end.
Look at those fingernails.
My blood. I give you my life.
There you go.
Yeah, it seems like they're very much banking. If they don't release any more first-party games, I think they're very much banking on Mario Kart to sell the new system for the first couple months.
No, I mean they you know, if Elden Ring comes releases on that same, I mean you got plenty of third party.
Yeah, they got a lot of third-party support, but I think that's what they're leaning on.
Yeah.
Honestly, though, if that's all they have, I think I would have waited a couple months. But
FromSoft. Oh,
is FromSoft making an original game for Switch?
Oh, that would be cool.
Because they've made original games for Sony, lest we remember Bloodborne. Do you think Nintendo commissioned them to make an original game for them?
Doubtful. Maybe.
Because FromSoft has made original games for exclusive games for Namco and Sony at various points, so. You think they'd go for something a little more lighthearted if it was a Switch exclusive, though? Just because of Switch's usual target demographic.
Yeah. Oh, Jetpack. Oh, yeah.
So this seems like Steam.
They're adults now.
This seems like Bloodborne, but more steampunky.
I am Iron.
Imagine if this was just Bloodborne 2. Kind of reminds me of Nier at points.
The hell it looks like Bloodborne.
Where are we dropping, boys? Oh, it's vampire-based, I think. Again, very weird game if it's going to be a Switch 2 exclusive now.
It feels so much like Bloodborne.
Imagine if they'd, like, announce Animal Crossing right after this. Just those tonal whiplash.
Close your eyes and contemplate now the moon, as befits the soon-to-depart.
I pray that you are able.
I'm feeling like it might be Bloodborne. They said moon. Maybe wrong though.
Not Bloodborne.
Damn.
Ooh, I like the disc weapon.
You would. I don't know why, but you would. You strike.
I love games that use like a giant discs like that as basically a weird sword thingy.
Jam, how much do you like frisbees?
The Dusk Bloods. I actually did used to play Ultimate Frisbee a ton in middle school.
I knew it.
I was that kid. I wasn't good at it, but the Dusk Bloods, so... Oh, mouse! Is that your
Bloodborne,
steed?
but you're a vampire.
2026.
Is that your steed?
Available! It's a Switch 2 exclusive! I called it.
Okay.
What you just saw was a brand new game by FromSoft.
I'm shocked we never saw Free Reload, because that was one of the biggest games I remember hearing rumored, so...
Games director Hidetaka Miyazaki will share more details about
Because the rumor I heard was because it was originally announced for Switch 1 and then was taken off, so... The rumor I heard was that it was supposed to be for Switch 1, but they decided to wait till Switch 2. That doesn't mean Free Reload won't ever come to Switch. I just... Maybe Sony has like an exclusivity deal with it right now.
Our partners are working on many games.
I don't know if it's on Steam or not.
We'll showcase more games in the future, so we hope you're looking forward to it. Next, please take a look at this.
You said Free Reload?
Yeah.
It's not on Steam.
Okay.
What is it? New Kirby game?
Yeah, it looks like Kirby. Just looking at the star, I immediately think Kirby. Which, there's been a couple years since the last Kirby game, and Kirby tends to have a good run. Yep, it's Kirby.
Oh, New Kirby Air Ride. Let's go.
New Kirby Air Ride! Holy crap! People were joking about that!
I 100%. Oh, it's gotta be Air Ride.
It's gotta be, right?
Man. Here we go.
I think I'm definitely more synced up to you guys now, ever since they refreshed the stream.
It is!
Yeah.
Oh my god, it gotta be. Oh my god, it totally... There's no way. There's no...
It's basically Mario Kart, but Kirby.
Yeah.
Oh,
They only had one game on the GameCube, but I wonder if this is the game Sakurai's been working on. Because he confirmed he was working on a game, but did not confirm if it was Smash Brothers or not. And honestly, for his sake, I'd like to see him work on a game that is not Smash Brothers for his sake. Kirby Air Riders. That is. I hope that is a I hope that is a temporary logo, because that does not.
No.
It is Sakurai, so that's what he's been working on.
That's how you do game sequels now. You put an S, and that's just...
I was kind of hoping for I was kind of hoping he'd be working on a Kid Icarus. Not gonna lie, but I am not complaining.
We hope you're looking forward to Kirby Air Riders, directed by Masahiro.
I hope that's a temporary logo though, because that's the most bland logo I've ever seen for a Kirby game in my life.
I think that's what they did with Sonic Riders. It was like Sonic Riders.
Yeah.
Oh, what is this?
Is this a new Mario?
Well, yeah.
It could be very. If it's a new Mario game, it's very weird.
Oh, I remember this. Hold on, I'm getting chills.
I imagine there'll be a 3D Mario pretty quick after the Switch 2 comes out, because that's usually what happens. Ingot Isle.
Donkey Kong game? No, maybe not Donkey Kong.
It could be Donkey Kong.
I think it's Donkey Kong.
Maybe it's Banjo.
No, it looks like Donkey Kong because they're pounding through. It is a new Donkey Kong.
Yay, Donkey Kong.
That's
not Donkey Kong.
No, they did a redesign of Donkey Kong a couple years ago.
Oh my god.
With the movie.
Oh,
A new Donkey Kong 64 2 at long last. Cannot wait to see Chunky Kong again.
Donkey Kong Odyssey.
You know, I've heard rumors for a long time that the 3D Mario team was working on a Donkey Kong game. I wonder if this is what came of it.
Ooh, that looks good.
Donkey Kong fans can finally rest. They wanted an original Donkey Kong Country for Switch for ages, and they never got it, so I hope they're feasting right now. I will definitely be...
have a little partner on him? What is that? On his kind of...
This almost looks kind of more like Banjo than Donkey Kong. It's very violent.
Ooh,
oh, and they still got 2D sections, so... This is... Yeah. Sorry if everything's a little pixelated on my end, guys. looks.
It's okay,
Luckily,
we're
Donkey Kong
running
looks
this on a
goofy.
Wii.
I like how goofy his expressions are. But yeah, okay, so Nintendo's officially redesigned Donkey Kong going forward. I don't know how I feel about that. Please tell me Funky Kong's in here somewhere. I don't even care if it's an NPC, just have him appear in the game. Oh, Girl Kong, people are gonna draw so much porn of her. Donkey Kong Bonanza, that is a great name.
That is.
Oh, and it comes out pretty soon. It comes out a month after Switch, so that'll be big.
That was a brand new 3D platforming action game starring Donkey Kong.
I think that's one of my relatives'
Donkey Kong
birthdays.
Bonanza. With incredible
Oh, he looks
strength.
great.
That makes me wonder
I
when
think
the.
it's great. I
That
think
makes me
it's
wonder if it's actually gonna be a while before the new 3D Mario game comes
Just
out.
about everything as you demolish your way through a massive underground world. More details will be shared in the
looks
future.
really-
We hope you're looking forward to it.
Thank you for watching so far.
Thank you.
Is there gonna be a one more thing?
To recap, Nintendo Switch
They
2
still have not
released
announced the
June
price. That worries me. Usually when Nintendo doesn't have any good news to announce, they wait until after the Direct.
will release Nintendo
Regular
Switch 2,
Switch, Mario
as well
Kart
as
World.
a bundle that includes a digital version of
I don't
Mario
want
Kart
a
World.
digital version. Where's the physical copy?
For
Hey,
more details,
that's the past.
please check the official
Grandpa.
Nintendo Switch 2 website, which goes live.
I like to have the pretty boxes to look at.
We've covered a lot.
We just got Mario Wonder, but I think the 2D and 3D games are different teams.
You'll have to wait just a bit longer for launch. We are very much looking forward to everyone being able to experience Nintendo Switch 2.
We appreciate you joining us today. Thank you very much.
Is that it?
Come on, tease us with something more. You gotta tease us a little bit. There's gotta
No,
be
I think that's it.
Okay, that was pretty good.
It's just
I
an
mean,
overview at the end here.
Oh, here we go. I feel like the biggest thing for me.
Oh, they're gonna be doing tree houses tomorrow and Friday, so.
I think the biggest reveal for me is the GameCube and then the Donkey Kong game. I think
Yeah.
Those are the two that I enjoy.
Elden Ring really is the one I think I got the most hype for, but apparently they also announced Cyberpunk 2077 at one point.
Which is insane because that game barely runs on like really good hardware as it is.
Yeah, I would definitely wait for Digital Foundry to take a crack at that one.
Oh, that was great. That was pretty good. That was pretty. I feel like the leaks have kind of spoiled a lot of the reveal. I mean, the chat thing. I think I already figured that out for the most part. But
Yeah. Yes.
that was great.
Yes, AJ and Mac, the same Sakurai who makes Smash Brothers.
Mario. I mean, Donkey Kong Xana. That would be great. That's
Yeah, I am looking forward to that one. So that's like 3 games that we know of for a fact in the launch window that are not Switch 1 games. The new Donkey Kong, a Kirby Air Ride, and a Mario Kart. Weird that they're releasing an Air Ride the same year as Mario Kart. Again, I'm knowing what we know now, I'm still kind of shocked they did not save Mario Party Jamboree as a Switch exclusive, as a Switch 2 launch title, because you'd think, again, that would be the perfect tech demo game.
Yeah.
Because you could make mini games based on like the new systems, but not that I'm complaining because we got to have it earlier, but
I mean, that was pretty
They're definitely really a bit.
I'm trying to mentally unpack that first demo game right at the beginning looks crap if you actually have to buy it separately. It looks absolute dog doo-doo. Like, Nintendo Switch pack and tech demo games keep getting worse. I don't know how they manage it every time. I do not see a lot of people getting that wheelchair basketball game, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be their arms where people forget about it the second a better game comes out.
I think I kind of just made it just for that reveal, but I mean,
June 5th still feels like a weird date for them to launch it. I figured they'd wait a little longer than that. I don't know why I thought they would. I thought they'd release it somewhere like August or September.
I feel like, too, keep in mind, Grand Theft Auto 6 is supposed to like launch sometime this year as well. So maybe
Maybe they're trying to avoid that.
Yeah.
I don't know though if the Switch 2 would be cannibalized by GTA 6 though. GTA 6 would have to be extremely expensive for that. Cuz I don't think GTA 6 is coming to Switch though, so
No, yeah, no.
No. But that's why they want to release.
Oh yeah,
before
I forgot the Hyrule Warriors game is coming. No Fire Emblem kinda surprised me just cuz they tend to release it every 2 or 3 years and it's been about 2 or 3 years since the last one. I'm wondering if they're going to have another Nintendo Switch 2 Direct before the system launches.
Least and most favorite. Oh god, I feel like my least is like Bravely Default. It's because I'm just not like a huge, you know,
And
RPG.
and again, that I think that game came out on it either came out on the 3DS or the Switch 1, so it's not like an old game that they're bringing back.
The biggest one for me is probably Donkey Kong.
I don't know. I feel like some Nintendo fans might be more excited for the Switch 1 Direct last week. I feel like Rhythm Heaven and Tomodachi Life are just as big for a lot of people.
I think the negative of this thing, though, of this like a Direct, is like the idea that you're gonna have like if you want the extra upgrade for like Switch 2, you're gonna have to pay an extra.
Yeah, that was a huge blow, and the fact that the SD cards was a huge blow for me because I have all my games on an SD card. How am I? Why is that proprietary, Nintendo?
Well, I mean, the question now I have is like, did they state that I mean, I would assume that you could just move it over, right? I mean, unless you have to data transfer it over.
I think what would have to happen, because they say you can transfer all of your data from Switch to Switch 2. What would have to happen for me is I'd have to transfer everything that was on the system and then move stuff from my SD card onto my system, then move it to Switch 2. Which is very complicated, but yeah, I don't know. I am hoping the Switch Pro controller works on Switch 2. That would be kind of bullcrap if it didn't, because it looks almost identical to Switch 1 Pro controller.
And you know, the dock didn't look that much different either. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm wondering if they could make it, if they're making it so that you can put the Switch 1 dock, you can charge it in the Switch 2.
Oh yeah.
That could be interesting.
Maybe.
There's so much we still don't really know about. Again, we still don't even know the price. I'm concerned that they didn't show us the price because Nintendo usually saves the bad news for stuff like that after their directs.
Yeah, I feel it's actually going to be closer to $600 now.
Oh gosh.
I don't know if they did this, but I don't even think they showed like the
Again, I think it's
like main menu. I was surprised.
Also, not to bring up too much heavy stuff, but with like the tariffs and stuff, I wonder if that's why they haven't mentioned it. Maybe they don't know what price it's going to be in North America because of that.
Well, I think like the tariffs are. I don't know if that's for every I think it's for like specific countries like Canada and.
Yeah, but it's starting to expand. It's snowballing real quick. So, yeah.
Oof.
And some of it's in China, and where does Nintendo manufacture most of their console parts is in China. So. So we'll have to see, but yeah, Donkey Kong Bonanza looks really good.
Yeah, it looks great.
I get the feeling a lot of people are not going to be happy about the new Donkey Kong redesign. I look forward to the.
I think it looks good.
I look forward to the 20-hour videos unpacking all of these announcements.
I feel like they chose that design like just because it looks similar to the design in the movie, right?
Yeah.
I like it. It's definitely on brand for Nintendo. I feel like it's more cartoonish, but you know.
Yeah, it is. I definitely find it weird that they took the time to redesign Donkey Kong how many years into his existence as a character. Yeah. Like he's looked like this way in 3D for like 25 years, and they're like, you know what? Let's mix things up. How long before performance upgrades come out to make up for bad design? Ooh, yeah. Probably whenever the first the first brand new mainline Pokemon game comes out, probably.
I guess the last thing I have to think about is like okay, so we know it's like magnets and it hooks on and stuff. I guess my question is, I know you can like depolarize magnets. Like what is there any like safeguards like you couldn't, because I assume if something happened to that like controller, you couldn't just like, when it gets like unmagnetized. I realize you won't be able to connect it to the Switch.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about the magnetic. They might have wanted to keep rails for that. I assume they didn't because that made a smooth surface for the mouse. Is why they didn't do rails.
It's gonna be much harder to like, I feel like, break that thing now that it's like with like really strong magnets, and they look pretty, in there.
Yeah.
If you're gonna depolarize magnets, you gotta like intentionally do it, or just be really fucking stupid.
It's like they were like talking about like the controllers breaking. Like you would really, for that to snap off of your Switch, you would really need to pull it.
Yeah, but knowing how Switch 2 testers or the Twitch 2 YouTubers, it's gotta be like the Switch 1 where they're like takes a sledgehammer to the Nintendo Switch 2 Joy-Con. Wow, it broke! Terrible hardware design from Nintendo.
Well, I feel like some dude a while back on YouTube, he posted a video of like getting a drone and having it drop like 50 feet, and it still worked. If not like the controller.
Yeah, but it's always funny whenever they do that and it breaks, and they use that like as an indictment on the piece of technology. Like, like people are just gonna regularly be doing that crap to their stuff.
It's like that one dude on YouTube said, like even for like a regular Switch, you would have to intentionally try to break it. Like even a normal Switch, it's not easy to break a Switch. Like
I'm more worried because they say like, I think they are basically. Thank you for the Totsuga key, AJM Mac. I think what they are probably going to have issues with, I'm wondering is if like if the magnetic pull is dependent on like the electric output from the Switch. I am wondering if if the Switch runs out of batteries, if the Joy-Cons won't stay on.
Oh yeah.
2, I feel like a big hardware failure. I feel that my gut is going to be, well, 1, that the mouse sensor gets damaged and you can't use it as a mouse, whatever, like infrared, whatever laser system they use. And 2, that the magnet gets stuck onto the Switch even when you press the button. So you can't pull the Joy-Con off.
Oh god, I feel like because the rail stuff was like the biggest issue when it came out originally.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe they made it idiot proof.
I'm wondering what the initial reactions to anything new are either this is the greatest thing in the world or this is terrible and awful, Nintendo's going to die. So honestly, so far what we've seen is it's literally just a Switch that just has a bunch of improvements to it, which honestly is kind of what people were asking for too, though. Because a lot of people are just saying, Nintendo, we just want a Switch with better hardware, and I guess technically that's what they've offered here.
120 FPS, I mean, that's,
Yeah.
I think I agree with you, AJ Mac. I feel like I like the mouse feature, but it's questionable because, I mean, it has to have a surface.
I'm wondering how long, they also didn't mention this, how long A, the Joy-Cons last on a charge, and B, how long the system lasts on a charge. Because I remember one of the biggest problems with the original Switch 2 is that the original Switch is that it only had like 3 to 6 hours of battery life. I think they upgraded. I think they got better battery life with like improved hardware revisions as time went on. But they're probably not going to be able to make a Switch Lite with Switch 2 Lite with the Joy-Cons being so integral to be detached now.
Yeah. I feel like they need to have them kind of like, because I know there's like third-party things you can get that could like snap onto your Switch controller or Joy-Con and it charges it while you have it on it. But
yeah, I get the feeling Switch 2. Yeah. I lost my train of thought there, but yeah.
I'm so sorry.
there's a lot for me to mentally unpack. It's weird that I'm more excited for some of the third-party games. I don't know how I feel about that, because the biggest things were me like, whoa, Cyberpunk, whoa, Elden Ring.
Elden Ring, yeah, Elden Ring's gonna be great.
Yeah, but yeah, a FromSoft exclusive game for Switch.
Yeah, I mean they said it was as powerful as a PS4, so
They said it was like as powerful as a PS4 Pro allegedly, which makes Cyberpunk very interesting because didn't Cyberpunk famously not run well on the PS4?
Yeah.
I am definitely going to be waiting for a Digital Foundry review on that before I buy it.
But I mean, to be fair to Switch, Cyberpunk just doesn't run well in general. Like it's very need like 50 mods just to get it to run decently.
Yeah. Yeah. Any other thoughts you guys want to share, or are we?
I guess my last thought is like Mario Kart 1 looked really cool. I like the on rails thing. I like the open world thing. Apparently it said you can play in co-op, but I'm feeling like I'm hoping there's like a story mode with that, and it's not just like just zoom around the map with friends. Like it must have like challenges.
I don't know how I feel about the new Mario Kart, because if we had gotten if this had come out like a few years after Mario Kart 8 Deluxe came out, I feel like I'd be more hyped. But because Mario Kart 8 Deluxe had the booster course pass and everything just ballooned so much, to a certain extent, I guess I'm like an old-fashioned Mario Kart fan where I like the 32 tracks and like the 20 characters and like the traditional Grand Prix time trials versus battle stuff. I was kind of hoping after Mario Kart 8 Deluxe kind of ballooned so much with the booster course pass with like the 96 tracks and all the remakes and stuff.
Yeah.
I was kind of hoping the next Mario Kart would kind of go back to basics a little bit. I was kind of hoping what people were, because I know after Smash Ultimate people were like, "Wow, this is great." I kind of want a soft reboot of Smash Brothers and go back to basics a little bit. That's kind of what I was kind of hoping that for Mario Kart, but they've gone in the complete opposite direction where they basically reinvented Mario Kart again. So that being said, I'm probably still going to play it and probably still going to enjoy it. So because it's Mario Kart at the end of the day, and I freaking love Mario Kart. It's one of those just like, this wasn't what I wanted, but I'm not necessarily disappointed by it yet.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of a little bit different. Like I'm excited for it.
Yeah, Mario Kart World went furthest away from simple. There's a playable Cataquack. Shafrillis Productions is gonna be on YouTube is gonna be hyped for that because he's been begging for Nintendo to add Cataquacks in new Mario games. So,
I mean, it's open world now, so I feel like that's gonna add a lot of.
Yeah, because there's some characters where I was like, oh cool, Hammerow's a playable character, and then when I saw Cataquack and the cow, I was just like, okay, what are we doing, Nintendo? Guess that deconfirms Peach Beach from getting a remake. Because the Cataquacks were enemies in that one, but I would maybe they could go back to basics. Maybe they'll do a remake or a remaster of an older Mario Kart. I'd really like to see that, to be honest with you. Mario Kart Wii HD, give me that. Feed my childhood nostalgia.
Yeah, I also agree, Sid. I feel like the old controllers won't be because the only time they did that is with the Wii U, and I don't think they. Ah man, it's hard because they would have mentioned it.
GameCube controllers worked on the Wii. Wii controllers worked on the Wii U. GameCube controllers actually also worked on. I feel like there is a chance it'll work. You may have to get an adapter, but if it plugs in via USB, there's technically no reason. It has the same USB ports as the Switch 1, so there's technically no reason for it not to.
Well, I mean, I feel like you're right. There's a reason why, but this is like Nintendo. I feel like this was like the extensive detail of the Switch 2. I feel like if it was backwards compatible with any of their controllers, they would have said it on here. I don't think they would have waited.
To be fair, it might also be a feature that's there, but they don't want to advertise it in the hope that you just buy the new controller. Similar to how with Joy-Con drift was happening, you could send your Joy-Cons at any time to Nintendo and they'd repair it for free. But Nintendo did not advertise that much because they realized more people would just buy new Joy-Cons. So it might be a feature they have, but they're not going to talk about because it's not going to sell stuff. They mentioned it was backwards compatible with Switch 1 games because they know that will get people more excited for Switch 2. But announcing your old Pro controllers work on Switch 2 is not going to get people to go like, yo.
We just gotta have to wait. I mean, if it's fast, like you know how like Switch 1 games are compatible with the Switch 2.
And also the fact
having the Joy-Cons for that on those old games to work on the system, I think would help with like making some of the games work.
Yeah, I feel like obviously it might also be a scenario where only Switch 1 games only work on Switch 1 Pro controller only works on Switch 1 games, possibly. It could be that.
Keep in mind too, when they revealed Switch 2, they said that some games on the Switch 1 will not.
Well, yeah, because there are some games that use peripherals that require peripherals for Switch 1 that are dependent on the Joy-Con size, and the Joy-Cons are bigger on Switch 2. So
that's why I said like maybe Pro controllers, but I feel like the Joy-Cons.
So I feel like the Labo games won't work on Switch 2 because those require the Joy-Con to be a certain size. Ring Fit Adventure won't work on Switch 2 because that requires the Joy-Cons to be a certain size. So I think that's what they meant by not all of them, so people don't buy those games and be like, hey, wait a minute.
Yeah.
So I imagine any game that uses a traditional control layout will be playable on Switch 2. So. Because I saw a game cartridge slot, so that means physical games will be on Switch 2. Thank goodness. But yeah, Nintendo was relying on their ambition, but they always have. Let's be honest. They've never relied on hardware. And even if they have, it's not because of pure output of hardware, it's because they do something unique with it. Like motion controls with the Wii, portability with the Switch, etc. So, Nintendo being ambitious does not surprise me.
I will also like say to AJ Mac, like I feel like I can't really remember any other like console that had backwards compatible for controllers beyond like Nintendo. I don't think Sony ever had a system that you could play
really.
With
Can you not use a PS?
Can you controllers for their other games? I don't think Xbox really had like a.
Can you not use a PS4 controller on PS5?
I don't know. I don't think you can.
Because I think from what I've seen, it's like all identical button layouts.
Even then, they could have something small inside that's like, oh, there's a to the system.
Yeah. I feel like if they didn't do that, I mean, to be fair, they did go out of their way to announce that SD cards would not be backwards compatible, but they did not announce controllers. So I don't know. It's not going to be the end of the world. It's just going to be kind of annoying, especially if the Switch 2 itself is expensive. Because I'm also trying to save up for a better PC right now, so I don't know if I'll be able to buy Switch 2 at launch. Although I've never bought a console at launch, to be honest.
What did it say, Saint?
You can use a PS4 controller and a PS5 only if you play games locally on the console.
Okay.
That are PS4 games.
Well, locally on the console, because they have that weird controller screen now thing where you can play basically in Wii U mode. So, and locally, I imagine that means you can't play cloud games with a PS4 controller. But Hitman being native on is great, by the way, because again, that was a cloud version originally, so it's nice to see an actual version of Hitman. Maybe Square will release a native version of Kingdom Hearts 1. I don't know why a PS2 game had to be a cloud version, Square. Like because they released Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, and 3 on Switch when they announced Sora for Smash, but they were all cloud games. And they were not like I get it for Kingdom Hearts 3 because that was a fairly new game at the time, but you couldn't get Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 to run on Switch. They were PS2 games.
Did they have to remake that entire game from scratch?
Was that one of the games they lost the source code for? I know they lost it.
Might have been.
I think the infamous one they lost the source code for was Final Fantasy VIII. Because they had to rebuild that one from scratch, basically. They had to basically reverse engineer that one based on yeah.
Yeah.
I know that that's the one good thing about Nintendo is that I've heard Nintendo is very, very good. Even from like the moment they started making games of like back cataloging all of them. So I don't think there is a Nintendo Switch game that's lost its source code that we know about.
It's how we got the Mega Leak is because it was still in one of their servers.
Yeah.
The LodgeNet server. But yeah, that's all I have on here. Pretty good reveal. Probably not anything besides like the game.
Oh, so you're not a Switch. I imagine you weren't much of a Nintendo guy, Saint, but
I used to be when I was a kid, but
I kind of never got out of it, to be honest with you. But I don't know if I will get this at launch. Depends on the price and what games are at launch. I will definitely get it at some point, just because I love Nintendo games. But the fact that
expansion pass with the GameCube stuff will definitely make that thing worth it.
Yeah, and honestly, the Switch 2 also might benefit me as a streamer because if a lot of big third party games come to it, I can wait longer to get like I don't have to get a new computer quite as quickly if I can run some of those games off my computer.
Power type level. I mean, that's as much. That's as much as
And let's be honest, it's not like a whole lot of games are on PS5 that can't run on PS4.
Yeah.
That's kind of its problem right now. So in essence, it almost has caught up with modern consoles.
Still lagging behind by a couple of years, but hopefully they catch up.
It won't be able to run Astrobot. Very sad. I need to play Astrobot at some point, but
it looked like a really great Mario clone.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, from what I saw, it was very deserved Game of the Year, I think.
No.
Kind of funny that the first platformer to get Game of the Year was not a Mario game. But anyways, gentlemen, thank you guys, both of you, so much for joining.
No, thank you. I heard you doing this, and I was like, oh, I wanna watch this.
Yeah, sorry I had to get you up very early. I believe it's 7:30 a.m. where you are, Saint. I think you're on the West Coast. Yeah.
I ironically just got up at like 7, not because of the direct. But
I almost missed it today because I thought it started at 10. I just happened to check my phone at like 8:15 and saw it was at 9, and I was like, oh crap. So that's why stream didn't start until like 4 minutes before the direct started.
Oh, happy birthday, AJ. Yeah, AJ and Mac. Jesus, that first M throws me out.
Yeah.
AJ and Mac.
Happy birthday, AJ and Mac.
I will say my last thought on this is that Mario Kart is definitely a great thing to launch your console with, but I feel like this is the first time in a good while since they've launched a console without like any mainline Mario or Luigi game,
Well, I'm thinking of
it's really a great IP to with so.
Yeah, I'm thinking because Mario Kart, I don't think any games actually launch with. I don't think any systems actually launch with Mario Kart. Maybe Super Circuit on the Game Boy Advance might have been a launch title. I don't quite remember. I know Switch. I know Luigi's Mansion was a GameCube launch title. Twilight Princess was a Wii launch title, and Mario Brothers U was a Wii U launch title. And then I guess and Zelda was a. Yeah, this is the first game in the series. Well, Luigi's Mansion isn't a mainline Mario game, so I guess not. I was about to say, is this the first Nintendo console launch without a mainline Mario or Zelda? But no, because the Luigi's Mansion's a different series. But yeah.
Okay, it was great. Thank you so much.
Yeah. All right, but again, no Nintendogs, so clearly a 0 out of 10.
No.
Where's Nintendogs plus cats plus birds in Nintendo? It's been too long.
A microphone now and all this stuff to do it too.
Yeah. Maybe you could pet your dog with the mouse.
It makes sense.
Jesus.
Yeah. Well, alrighty then. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up stream then on my end. Thank you guys again for coming on.
No, thank you.
I will see you guys around for a future stream.
Yes,
sir.
All right, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Well, I'm gonna have to do a lot of mental unpacking of that. I still don't know my exact thoughts on it. I don't know if I ever will until it comes out, but I didn't know my initial thoughts on the Switch either, so... But yeah, it should be very interesting. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. It has been a pleasure streaming for you guys today. If you want updates on when I am next live, please check the Discord. If you want archives for all of my streams, including this one, please check the YouTube channel. Actually, I don't know if this one will go up just because of the copyright. Heck, we'll see. But you can both view Discord and YouTube. Our links are found in the channel description below, or you can type in exclamation mark Discord and exclamation mark YouTube respectively. For now, let's see if there's any raid target. I feel like a lot of people are going to be going offline soon. Just because a lot of people were streaming the Switch and then they immediately shut off, but... And G Willie's still talking about Switch 2. I'll go ahead and send you over to him. Go say hey. Garrett Williamson, he's done a lot of good music for various YouTubers. He made the new outro theme for Scott the Woz, so he has some fun streams. Go say hey to him. I will see you guys not tomorrow because I've already streamed 3 times this week. I've just decided to take off my usual Thursday, so I will see you guys probably either this weekend or next week. Check the Discord. So till then, take care, and you guys have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.